Hi there, and welcome to HolzHammer's Sagas, where we're going to do something a bit different today. It's freezing, by the way, hence the scarf. My homeless finds are mounting up to the extent that I'm having to find more places to store them. So I've dug this out, which I bought a few years ago now, and I'm going to take it to the restorers today because it's not exactly how I want it. And I'm going to explain why. It's a 19th century collector's cabinet of sorts. Two doors locking, and interestingly, quite a lot of the drawers themselves have got where a lock would have been. The lock plates have been taken out. But the main problem I have with this, from a collector's point of view, is that I'm quite naughty in the way that I just dump all my finds, all my less important things on the back of my car when I come back from a session. But as you can see, nothing particularly good here. But they all are of a certain size. Coins, bits of lead, buckles and things like that. All these drawers are far too high. So my plan is to have trays made so I can have 3 or 4 layers of things in each drawer. And by doing that, I'm going to solve a massive problem because I'll get huge amounts of stuff in here. So I'm going to take it to the restorer, have the whole thing polished up and cleaned, and hopefully discuss making some trays for them and maybe get the locks fitted as well. And I think that will look really, really smart. Right, anyway, let's go. I'll see you there. Right, here we are. Home of North Wales's leading furniture restorer and cabinet maker. Typical restorer's workshop.
Chaos.
Chaos.
It's never tidy. We have a tidy corner occasionally.
Ready?
Ready?
Right, here we are inside with North Wales.
Do that again.
Right, here we are inside with North Wales's leading restorer, Alex Webster.
Do that again, someone just came in.
Cut.
Okay, no problem.
Right, here we are inside with North Wales's leading restorer, Alex Webster. I will put all his details below. And Alex, this is what I've got for you.
Beautiful.
Victorian cabinet. And my main problem, apart from needing, you said it's elm, didn't you?
Elm top and sides. Looks like a sycamore front. And there's some sort of fruitwood doors.
Cherry or something, aren't they?
Yeah.
The slightly unusual thing is that they've got evidence of having had locks.
Yeah.
With that looks like it's the wrong way around as well.
So it's a bit of an afterthought.
Do you think? Well, also, I think you're right. And there's only 1, 2, 3 have got it.
Yeah.
What sort of? How easy would it be to get those working?
No problem at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Could you find an old key for them?
Yeah. Well, I'll take them off. I'll take an old key to the locksmith, and he'll make the old key fit the old lock.
Okay, perfect. So ones which did have the locks, that needs a new place. Again, can you sort that out?
No problem.
And the main problem I have, I quite like having little partitions like that, let me give you that, is they're far too tall for the average things that we find as detective, which are that sort of size.
Yeah.
You very rarely find anything much bigger than that. And they're just going to get lost in that. So my idea is to have 2 or 3 trays made for each one, with some sort of device. I don't really like the idea of ribbons, that's a bit too sort of girly. But some way of pulling them out and having them rest.
Scoops, sort of finger scoops or something.
Yeah, exactly. What would you make them out of? Just pine or something?
Well, these inner drawers are pine, so I think that's what we'd go with.
Well, keep them pine in keeping in that case.
Yeah.
I'll leave it up to you. If that one obviously doesn't need it,
No.
that one can have 1.
Yeah.
And then I think 2 in the rest.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's unusual where you got different sized drawers.
The whole thing's quite odd.
It's the quirkiness like makes
Yeah.
it though, doesn't it?
It's an unusual thing. And then just give the whole thing a polish.
No problem.
Can you base it as well?
Okay.
Just green
So
or dark
beige
blue
trays,
or something.
finger scoops to lift it out.
Yeah.
And give it a nice tidy and
Yeah.
polish. Lots
Perfect.
of it.
Perfect.
Yeah, we can do that
Good.
for you. I really like it.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Well, I'm really excited about that. I think it's going to look really, really good. And it will give me a lot more storage for those middling things that we find, not the really good stuff. And I'm looking forward to picking it up in the new year. Anyway, thanks very much for watching and see you next time when we'll be back in the field.